Jujutsu Kaisen.
All right, this was second best, and honestly, should have been RGC, but I couldn't do it. It's not fair. I have influence from extra sources.
Why? What source?
Because the prelude chapters, man. I couldn't add the hype from all of that build-up. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have that moral, so I'm giving it RGC.
Neither do I. I'm also giving it
Certified RGC.
I thought One Piece was your RGC, Chris.
I don't think I gave it to my. I don't think I gave it to.
Yes,
One Piece.
you did.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. You're right.
I gave my VGI to Hellions, but I didn't give RGC.
Wow, you're right. Oh, so it's my fault we didn't have a. It's okay. I stand on that. I said that earlier in the week too.
I mean, you're not wrong. I would have put One Piece as my RGC had this not been around.
He was doffing that nigga's face in, son.
Yeah, you couldn't resist. But this is
nigga Zolo was scaring him. That was epic.
Yeah, he's like, fuck! I could have killed me.
We talked enough about One Piece. One Piece.
Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 137, Hard and White. Hey yo.
Oh, what's harder than what do you think? Was whiter than a napkin, harder than a dinner plate. If you want it, come and get it. You know why I say super straight. You know who said that?
Who?
Jeezy, man.
Oh.
Young Jeezy, the snowman.
Who knew Gege Akutami was a young Yeezy fan? But
white and hard, nigga. That's that coat.
Last we left off, Geto summoned a ton of fucking curses to attack everybody. And this chapter picks up seemingly several days after. Japan is a fucking no man's land at this point.
Definitely this part of Japan, but shit ain't looking good for the better part of the country. Look at this whole dead zone. Where was that? Shibuya?
Yeah, Shibuya. Okay, so apparently this issue has branched out from Shibuya into the rest of Japan, and the first few pages are actually just like, I guess, the people or politicians trying to figure out what to even fucking do with this. They don't know. They figure that military intervention will come, and they're scared of that, and they don't know what to do. They don't know about. They're debating revealing the existence of curses to outer countries, and they're not very happy about that. Shit's bad. Point. I'm trying to say. We open up to this kid who is just kind of eating scraps in this store when this fucking pale figure.
Oh man!
Just fucking emerges. It's so creepy. Yeah, he's literally like, ooh.
Oh, come.
Yeah, come.
Dangerous here.
Hot bath. And the TH is upside down. I'm like, how does that even get displayed in life?
Right, the TH is just shifted the other. Yeah, how does that even, I just thought, like, even though he sounds creepy and disgusting, it went from coherent to incoherent, like, bad, like, I don't know, it's like real, like,
hot bad.
Well, look at it, because you see how his eyes went up. Probably by the end of the sentence, it was just like, it just looks so gross. And this kid is just like,
"Where's mom? And he's like, "Oh, perfect, mom and dad and big sister and little brother and teacher." I would have stopped right there. I was like, "Oh, teacher. I don't know about that, buddy.
Teacher.
What do you think I am? Some kind of nerd?"
So whoa! I ain't moved my ass into this abandoned part of the city to go back to that shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Ugh. Next, you're gonna tell me my homework is here. Ugh. Gross. Honestly, this kid actually says that. He's like, I don't have a little brother, and I hate my teacher. And this thing just repeats after her or him. And he's like, "You okay? You want some water, buddy?" And I'm like, "What the fuck, kid?"
Yeah, because his lips look so dry. Look.
Yeah, he starts bleeding. His eyes start bleeding, and this kid is like, This kid is like, I should get
he's using
closer.
the fucking Sharingan.
Yeah, this figure gets devastatingly less human, and this kid is more convinced as time goes on.
And this kid just is not taking the hint at all. The monster can't believe it. The demon thing, he can't believe he's about to get this snack so simple.
He's saying "give me," but what he's about to say is "give me a break." You can't possibly be coming closer.
Too easy, but
yeah, so the kid comes out, and this fucking curse is right there, just about to chomp him. This kid is like, "Oh fuck, bad decision."
Yeah, it has like that thing. What do you call that? Those fishes with the light.
I don't know what they're called.
Anglerfish. Anglerfish.
Anglerfish?
Let me confirm.
Anglerfish, I believe.
Yeah.
They have the light and they have the teeth.
It's an angler. Yeah, it's an anglerfish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's basically what it looks like. It's an anglerfish demon, but instead of a light at the end, it's a weird, creepy, doesn't even look like a human. I mean, I guess look. It has hair and stuff.
It didn't have hair in the last couple chapters.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? Come on, man. You're making us feel like this kid is halfway retarded and deserves this death.
I still think that.
Meanwhile, there's a perfectly good reason. Well, but yeah, by the way it was talking, but still.
Yeah. So,
yeah, the bath upside down? Come on, man.
So this fucking anglerfish demon just like, psych! Just pull this thing away, and the kid is like, fuck. And that's when a man with a katana just comes down and just shatters the earth with the stab he delivers to this fucking anglerfish demon. And he just gets up like, sorry, did I scare you? Are you hurt? And he tries to like kind of figure out where this kid belongs and where it comes from, and he's like, you walked a lot, huh? You did a good job. And as the anglerfish is like coming right at him, the very next panel, thing just disappears, explodes.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, it's as if Kuma from One Piece was like, no.
Or Law from One Piece said,
Chambers
saved them and said, I didn't need you to tell me nothing. I knew to do this. I'm my own captain.
Yeah. But yeah, this thing explodes, and he says, Rika, please try not to overdo it. And I guess we should get we find out that this person is, of course, Okotsu. And for those of you who haven't read the prequel chapters for Jujutsu Kaisen, like we just did over the weekend.
Oh man, are you guys missing the fuck out? I mean, I think he's a pretty dope character anyway.
We won't go into like the hyper particulars of the situation, but Okotsu was a character who came to Jujutsu High before Itadori, or probably even Fushiguro did. He was this guy who was not possessed, but like haunted by this curse, who was this girl. This girl that he was like, his best friend from when he was young. She died tragically when he was young. And she's kind of hung around him ever since, protecting him and absolutely murdering 9th grade bullies. Well,
she didn't murder them. They just got stuffed in a locker and got extremely
severely wounded.
Did they live?
Injuries. Yeah, they lived.
Yeah, they did. That was kind of the key to like the attacks, that they would always survive. Just to be gruesome.
Yeesh. I didn't even catch that. I thought they were dead. By the way they looked, I was like, fuck.
They look like
I thought they were dead for sure. I thought those were dead 9-year-olds.
I mean, I would wish I were dead if I were stuffed into a locker like that.
Yeah, for sure. But the interesting thing about this is that Rika's story kind of gets resolved by the end of these prequel chapters. There are 4 about 50-page prequel chapters or so, at the end of which Rika is kind of purified and is allowed to move on to the afterlife. And Okotsu just kind of joins the team, and we don't know what happens to him because he is not in the series from there on out, but it seems that he's been away on work, and has become quite the powerful Jujutsu sorcerer, and still seems to have Rika with him, even though she's supposed to be gone. So,
seems to.
There's a thing of, like, Okotsu's special, like, curse technique. It's different from normal things, like from normal people, because people go for negative energy when it comes to cursed energy, but his is more inspired by love. I think that's how it works, right?
I mean, the
That's
logic
how-
there is that like love also brings a lot of negative emotion as well to a degree. I guess like
Yes.
because when you lose
Yeah.
your love or something like that, negative emotions, it's a cursed energy built from a positive source, which is a lot like a lot of things that bring up curses, like schools and stuff like that. So it makes sense within the law, but yeah, that's the only thing that confused me is like, how does he still have Rika when she's
I'm guessing just because they love each other, that's how they stay connected as cursed entities or something like that.
Well, I'm sure.
Must be nice because Rika got cured of her curse. So as far as I see, she's just a ghost chilling with him because she feels like it.
That would be cool. I mean, I'm not gonna.
That would be really lit.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
don't
we'll
think
get an
that is
explanation.
That simple though.
Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen is the explanation manga, so I'm sure we'll get pretty in-depth explanation as to what his cursed technique is. But
yeah, this is adding to a list of things that need to be explained. This dude being his brother, which is not really his brother, we know that, but explaining why that happened, why it happened that way, and if there's anything that's gonna stick with that, and this dude being a hanging character, right? I lost my train of thought. I forgot the other things, but man,
there's some
there's
things.
more.
There's some loose
There's
ends.
a few things that need to be explained, but I'm patiently waiting.
Yeah. So Okotsu shows up at this, the typical mysterious round table of bosses that a lot of series, and, which is not
with
the worst.
candlelight, because forget electricity.
Yeah, nobody sees each other. They're all behind these like curtains or whatever. And
Kotsu looks like he needs a nap, man. What the fuck?
he looks tired.
Is it just me?
No, he looks tired as shit. But
Right.
basically, he explains that like, you don't intend to thank me, so let's just get on with the main event. So, yeah, they basically establish that they still don't trust him even after all he's done, and clearly how much he's on the side of good. So basically, he explains that I don't care if he's Master Gojo's pupil. He cut off Inumaki's arm in Shibuya. Inumaki is the sorcerer with the sound cursed technique, who he was close with when he went to Jujutsu High. So he's got personal beef, and he states loud and clear, "I will kill Yuji Itadori myself."
Good luck.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be wild. And the chapter ends with kind of like an explanation thing, as kind of Jujutsu Kaisen does every now and then, where they explain. We get a notice from the Jujutsu headquarters that Suguru Geto's survival has been confirmed, and he has been sentenced to death again. Second,
Again.
Second,
You gotta be a real nigga to get sentenced to death twice.
Yeah, Gojo has been deemed an accomplice in the Shibuya incident, and thus permanently exiled from the Jujutsu world. And not only that, if anybody tries to free him, it will be considered a criminal act. Jeez Louise.
I think that was such a cool part for me, because there's going to be a moment where like they have to release him and split off from the Jujutsu sorcerer world and shit.
Could this be leading to the Enies lobby of Jujutsu Kaisen, or the Sasuke retrieval arc of the Jujutsu Kaisen series? Ooh, I'm getting
With them
shivers.
trying to snatch Gojo back.
Yeah, I'm getting
We'll
shivers
see.
just
I
thinking
don't
about
know.
it.
This might. You did say the author himself joked that he wanted to take Gojo off the board because he was too strong, and it's true, bro. That's not bullshit, man. That's.
I just don't
shut
see him being gone for the rest of the series.
I don't think so either.
No, not the rest of the series, but I don't think that arc is gonna happen right now.
They'll probably bring
I
him
also
back
don't
once
think
everybody's
that
on
he's
his
gonna
level.
hate Itadori. I think he's gonna meet him and shit is gonna be chill.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta read the prequel chapters. Katsu is my guy.
Yeah.
He's my man, 100 grand, along with Shorty that got her face swapped over and stuff.
Yeah. The principal got it the worst, because it is now also revealed that Masamichi Yaga shall receive the death penalty for inciting Gojo and Geto and causing the Shibuya incident.
Wow, talking about getting the shit end of the stick, bro, and
Dude.
execution.
Yeah. he's like,
Not like, yeah, bro, you're fired and you can't ever do nothing jujutsu again, or we'll execute you. Straight, no, you're gonna die. Gojo's a bad guy too. They hated him. He was such a hater.
yeah,
They're so okay. They're like, okay, you know, whatever. It's just his fault.
yeah. There's only one way to leave this life, in a box. And finally, there are a couple more. There's Yuji's death sentence has been revoked. He will be executed immediately. And special grade sorcerer Yuta Okotsu is appointed Yuji's executioner. Yeez Louise, man. I don't think that he's gonna assassinate him. I'd like to think that.
Of course not.
He's probably gonna try to spin this into being kind of like his prisoner. Much like in Attack on Titan that Levi did too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I first saw this too. I'm like, oh, is he going to be the Levi of this series?
Yeah, where he's going to be like, he'll be my prisoner. And
I think Okotsu's going to take over as the main character of the series.
I doubt it. But
I mean, he could. It's not incorrect, but he could be a secondary main character.
I hope that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, exciting things for Jujutsu Kaisen in the future. There's we don't really know where this is going to go.
It should have been oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. What were we going to say? Sorry. I
was going to say it really should have been the RGC, but come on, punching Kaido out, and you need 3 to 4 prelude chapters to add to the epicness. Hey, come on, I can't do it. I can't do that to Oda. You did it to Oda.
I did it
2
to
times
Oda.
I threw you under the bus on one podcast, but
I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
You
of
got
this.
punched out, son.
I'm going to censor
because
those
you know
parts.
it doesn't really matter. Is that what it is? Because you know that he's gonna get punched out, and then like as soon as the next chapter comes, he's just gonna be talking to Big Mom. Like,
No, I had zero problems with One Piece this week. I was just like, man, this is just kind of exciting, and it was pretty funny at the end with the principal. That made me feel like, damn, they violated him. But I don't know. I just like the chapter. I just like what it was building to. It's cool to have Okotsu back.
Word up.
Yeah, it's just a lot of interesting things all at once. And before it was kind of like spoiled by the Shonen Jump service itself, where it was like, make sure you read the prequel chapters before you read this week's Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm like, no. Now I know why. Now I know this kid's going to show up.
The funny thing is, I opened Jujutsu Kaisen, and then when I seen the picture of the person, I was like, who the fuck is this? And then, like, I didn't read it. I literally only seen the cover, and I was like, okay. No, that's when Brian was like, oh, read the, all right, Brian had mentioned the prequels, and then I had went straight to Jujutsu Kaisen. I was like, I wonder if I'm going to be confused, because I was really thinking the prequels were going to be trash or something. And then they showed this brand new character I didn't know on the cover, and he looked dope. I was like, I'm just going to read the prequels first. Why not? You know, Maybe it'll show something about him. Maybe it won't. And it did.
Yeah. Yeah, great chapters. Read the prequels if you can. They're actually volume 0 in the Taikoban. So if that's how you consume manga, it's volume 0.
Real quick, I wonder if they're gonna do this kind of thing again, because there were 2 people that were mentioned. The first time Okotsu was mentioned was in chapter 11 or 10, where he was mentioned by Gojo alongside Yuta as well, actually I don't know what the fuck I'm saying weird shit, but there's this other character named Hikari who is also mentioned alongside Yuta for the first time as people who can surpass Gojo or rival Gojo. So I wonder if they're going to do this again, like another prequel setup for
Yuta?
This character named Hikari.
Oh, huh? Hikari. Sorry.
There's Yuta and Hikari. So there's 2 people that Gojo mentioned that could
Yuta
rival
was
him
the
or surpass
stabby guy.
Yeah, Yuta is this guy. He's the guy they just introduced officially for the first time.
Okotsu.
Wait, who?
Okotsu.
He said Okotsu could beat Gojo?
Yeah, Okotsu could rival him or surpass him at some point.
Oh, at some point. Oh,
yeah, not now, but in the future.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And there's another character by the name of Hikari who hasn't been introduced yet.
And we don't know them yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I doubt there will be another prequel series. They may just show up and we'll get their like a flashback for them. But I don't know. Who knows?
I'd welcome it if it does happen again.
Yeah, I don't mind.
So
either.
my theory is once Yuta, Yuji, and Hikari are all introduced and they're all at the level where they're rivaling Gojo, that's when Gojo will come back. I think.
Sure.
That's my theory, at least.
Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe even saving Gojo is the final arc. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
Who knows? But whatever the future holds, I'm here for it. Very good. Really good chapter of the week for me.